Hey everyone, I'm Pion and welcome to Pion's Perspective. Today we're going to talk about false copyright strikes and why it is important to talk about them. If you don't know, a copyright strike is a system on YouTube where a copyright owner can take down a YouTube video for infringing his copyright. It's called a false copyright strike when the video in question is not actually infringing any copyright whatsoever. This can be true for various reasons. For example, the creator of the video might have permission to use the copyrighted material. Or maybe he's acting under fair use, which is by the way true for a lot of gaming videos on YouTube, especially reviews. Or maybe the video in question doesn't even involve any copyrighted material whatsoever. So those copyright strikes are a big threat because while the first copyright strike is only disabling a few of the channel's features, the third copyright strike a channel receives will get that channel deleted completely from YouTube. Entirely. It's just gone forever. So this is obviously very dangerous and therefore false copyright strikes are a huge problem. But why are we talking about this? Well, there's this game called For Fun, which you can see in the background. The gameplay footage is by Sid Alpha, thanks for the permission to use it. And it's actually a failed Kickstarter project, but a big Spanish YouTuber decided to buy the game and sell it on Steam Early Access, and you can buy it there right now if you want to. In and of itself, that's not a problem. However, there are a few controversies surrounding the game, and also the game is not very well received by the players, and therefore there's a lot of negative coverage for the game. And now it turns out that this Dallas guy is a huge shithead because his response to all of that is trying to silence this negative coverage by using false copyright strikes. So he misuses the copyright strike system to take down videos which either negatively critique his game or cover the controversies surrounding the game. And this is obviously a terrible situation for the channels targeted by the strikes, but why should you care about it? Well, I hope you are an informed consumer because I think being an informed consumer is good for the whole gaming community and good for you as well. So the problem is with those false copyright strikes that they do not only target the channels involved, they indirectly target all informed consumers. Because first of all, if a developer is capable or a publisher is capable of silencing negative critique for his game, then it's harder for the consumer to inform himself on the game and make a good purchase decision. So that's bad for the informed consumer. The other problem is if a YouTuber or YouTubers in general have to live in a constant fear of getting copyright strikes every time they negatively critique a game or cover a controversy surrounding a game, well, then they will be more careful about those topics and maybe dodge those topics completely. Again, less information for the consumer and therefore bad. Okay, so what to do about this? My opinion, the best way to prevent copyright strikes from happening is to make them less effective or maybe even counterproductive. How do we do that? Well, simply by spreading the word. Talk about it. When a false copyright strike situation happens and a lot of other channels are actually reporting on the situation, this has two effects. The first effect is that the message is still getting through. So, for example, if the original video was reporting on a game being shit, and the developer or publisher tries to silence this message of the game being shit by taking it down via the copyright strike system, and then a lot of other channels report on the developer silencing the video about the game being shit, well, then a lot of people heard about the game being shit. So a lot of people get the message, and therefore the copyright strike did not actually achieve its goal to silence the message. The other effect is a very nice side effect, because when a lot of channels report on the situation, the channel who got targeted by the strike will actually garner a lot of attention. And if that channel actually produces good content, then he will get a lot of new subscribers and viewers and therefore benefit from it. So if the strike eventually gets removed, he actually benefits from the whole situation overall. And therefore, the developer is not only not getting what he wants, silencing the message, he's also helping the one he tried to shut down and silence. And that's two pretty good points for me. And the thing is, this stuff is happening already. People are reporting on those controversies, on those copyright strike misuses and stuff like that. But I think it is important to make sure that it happens as consistently as possible. Because if all developers or publishers or everyone knows that every time someone misuses the copyright system, it strikes back and gets the message heard to even more people and actually helps the channel targeted by the strike, well, then maybe developers and publishers might stop misusing the system. And that would be a net positive, right? That would be a win, and I think that's the best way to tackle this issue, and therefore I'm spreading the word here. So I'm now gonna introduce you to 3 different people who all got targeted by copyright strikes from the developer, or the owner I should say, of For Fun, Dallas, the Spanish YouTuber. So the first one is called Mildew. He's a speedrunner and Twitch streamer, and he played the game for fun on his Twitch channel, and he uploaded the VOD to his YouTube channel and received a copyright strike for that VOD. So if you're interested in speedrunning, feel free to check him out. Links to his YouTube and Twitch channel are in the description below. The second one is called Ghostboy. He's a speedrunner as well, but he's also an artist. So he has speedruns on his channel, and he has time-lapses of his drawings on his channel. So if you're into that kind of stuff, link is in the description below. Both of those channels are very, very small. The third one is a little bit more high profile. And he's high profile for an interesting story, because the third one is Sid Alpha. Sid Alpha actually got hit by a copyright strike a few weeks ago by another developer called Dentola Studios. And he got that strike removed, and that situation got reported by a lot of bigger channels like Jim Sterling, for example, and therefore Sid Alpha got, as I explained earlier, a lot of attention, and a lot of people liked his content, and therefore he got a lot of new subscribers, and I think he raised from 2,000 to like 14,000 subscribers now, so that's obviously a pretty good deal for him. And now he got hit by another copyright strike by the For Fun guy, by Dallas. And what I want is that the same thing happens again. People should report on it. Actually, people start reporting on it already. And I hope this whole thing backfires heavily. If you're interested in Sid Alpha's content, he does blind first impressions and industry commentary videos. Link in the description below. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to spread the word, share the message, report on the situation, and I will, and also also make you aware of the thing, and that you share makes you share the message as well, actually. So I hope you will report on those things in the future as well, and on this specific case as well, and help spreading the word and make those reports happen consistently on every false copyright strike that is happening in the gaming community, or in general, actually, not only gaming, because reporting on it will hopefully reduce the number of future copyright strikes, because people will realize it backfires heavily. So yeah, that's me done. Thanks a lot for watching. Have fun. Fuck that Dallas guy, and see you next time.